Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Salton Sea. No, wait, he's sat on his log, a big brown log. We're kicking things off with a 3-lander. We have only an opt as our dig card and a crazy donkey as our only combo piece. We'll give it a shot. Keep your pants on. Our surveil land shows us a procession on top. We'll take it. Processions are insanely good at any point in the game. They fire off a burst lightning to hit us for a pair of points. That's damage that could have been aimed at a Kona or our donkey, but we're happy to see them use a potential removal for what amounts to nearly pointless damages. Our opt shows us another crazy donkey on top. We've got combo pieces we need to find, so we'll send the donkey on down. We score a stock up. That's huge. Our grotto shows us a boom on top, but we want our combo, so the meringue has to go on down. That's another stock up that will let us keep digging, and we'll also take the opt. We draw one half of our key combo. All we need now is a Kona. Our surveil land shows us a shock land on top. We'll bin it. We've got 4 mana already, and that's enough for Kona. We could fire off the stock up, but their untapped blue mana has me nervous. Let's hold what we got. They fire off a Prismari charm for the surveil and draw. They tossed an opt and a mountain. They might be looking for a specific card, like a loot. They tap their blue mana for an opt at sorcery speed. It feels like they're digging for more blue. Our opt shows us a Kona on top. That's the last piece we need. We draw a stock up and we'll fire it off. I'm sure we will find an opening to drop in Kona later on. For now, we'll see if they have a counter, as we suspect they do. That's a negative. We get our stock up, or they let us have it. Out of these, we want to get a boomstick and we'll take a land. If they have tax counters, we can at least build up some extra mana to be able to pay. When we pay, we make them pay. Our surveil land shows us a first year on top. The time for those came and went. They fire off another charm. It's more surveil with another draw. We have to toss a card, but I don't think they have men to worry about. The Etherize can go. They fire off a flow state. They are very in love with drawing cards turn after turn. They drop in beefy elemental. That still leaves them with a pair of mana up. Sometimes you have to see if they have what you think they have. And if they don't, we combo off. Let's go for it. Kona makes it on board. It's a minor miracle. And we'll station up right away. They could still have a burn spell to take down our best beastie. Wait, what? They don't do anything. We'll be able to drop our Omni Slash and hurt them where it hurts most. Our crazy donkey has to be the first one to go in. We're about to unleash an endless stream of pain. They give it up. They didn't even have another burst lightning. That's GG's. Extra crazy donkey cheese. We're a pair of steps away from diamond. So close, but we still have work to do. This is Sentinel X. He likes baby oil, working on his tan, and baby oil. We get a shuffler special this time around. We do have a first year to get us to 3 mana. A procession can get us back any dig cards we find for a second go. It's a risk, but we'll try it. Keep your hopes up. They smell it up in here. The big concern when seeing mana men is they could end up with a large team on their side a lot sooner than we are prepared for. On the bright side, if we can get to 4 mana, our Ether Eyes might disrupt them enough to buy us plenty of time to find the cards we need. Our Surveil land shows us an opt on top. We'll take it. They play out a cub. That's more ramp and more bodies for them. They follow up with a creepy doll, and that means there will be no men swinging in. We'll fire off the rampant growth and fetch up some blue mana. The more we have, the better. With that done, our first year will be relegated to blocking duties. They throw down a Nexus of Becoming. While it always looks great, it's almost certain to backfire in a synthesizer deck. They made a Tapeworm token. Things are going to get ugly, but lucky for us, we do have double Ether Eyes, and we thought our opening hand was bad. How does it look now? Our grotto shows us a stock up on top. Unlike your last decks, this is a keeper. They get a second Nexus of Becoming. It's all fun and games until we return all their men back to their hand. They only send 3 of their men. That's fine. We can bounce them away, and it'll be like their attack never even happened. Their cub comes back, and they can replay everything we bounced. But this time, it's not as bloated as it was before. We'll opt. We know what we have on top. We just need to dig a card deeper while we still can. Our opt shows us a boom on top. We'll send it on down. What we need is a Kona and our key enchantment. Hey, speak of the devil, and he shall appear before you. They drop in another Nexus. Oppo is one of those that doesn't know when to stop. They have a huge beefy board after all their triggers. We're about to send more men home. Let's strap in for the ride. They send in just a pair of men that is not enough to knock us off. We'll take the hits. At the end of their turn, we'll get back an opt and fire it off for a bit more digging. We still have another couple of turns at least, and we need a Kona. That's a land on top, so we'll send it on down. We draw our Kona, and all they have is their fountain port untapped. Even if they had a removal, they wouldn't be able to fire it off. Get in there, Kona. With our Omni in play, we'll start the pain parade with our crazy donkey. Sure, he has one eye that doesn't quite work right, but he still kicks like a mule. From here, we just need to keep finding card draw, Or we can use the procession to get back a procession until the game ends. There is no life total that can't be taken down. We get another crazy donkey, and then one more spell will end it. That's GG's double donkey cheese. Just one more for diamond. This is Mano F Steel. F it, bro. F it with your shell. We get a 4-lander this time. We do have double opt and a lone etherize. This one probably should be a mull, but we have several looks with opt and a surveil land. Keep your pants on. Our surveil land shows us a first year on top. We've got more than enough lands already, and we need combo pieces. They're on Azorius, but we're not sure what kind of plan they might have. We'll opt at the end of their turn. That's a stock up. Our situation is improving. We still have a long way to go, but a stock up helps us considerably. Our grotto shows us a surveil land on top, but we'll send it on down. They fire off a consult during our attack step. They pulled the trigger a little bit early. They must not like what they've got on top. It's causing some distress. Since they did that on our attack step, we have a second main to fire off our stock up. And they're tapped, so there's no worries about a counter spell if they're still in the building, that is. We got ourselves a Kona and we're one card away from popping off like a champagne cork. They drop in a demolition field and use it right away to take out our planet. That's why we have a backup planet. But that does give us the opportunity to grab an island, and we can fire off our opt at the end of their turn. That's a procession. You gotta love getting those. We draw another planet, and we'll drop it in. We'll go with our procession to get back our stock up. There will be plenty of digging. They get us with a spell pierce. While it might seem to have slowed us down, we're still in good shape. They fire off a stock up. It's a dig war, but who does it better? We have our combo. We've got one of everything we need to uncork this one. They do have a single blue mana up, which could mean another spell pierce, but those only counter 2 mana spells. We'll go ahead and go for it. The only thing they could have is a 1 mana bounce, and that only delays us for a turn. We get our nom nom goodness in play, and we can throw down our crazy donkey and follow up with our stock up. We're going to need some excellent cards on top. That's a wisdom. And another procession. Procession for procession until... Oh wait, they blew their chunks. That's GG's, extra cheese. And that, ladies and sharkmen, is how we got to Diamond. This is sucka. There's one born every minute. Am I right, sucka? This hand is fine. We're missing only one card that we need. It's not the ultimate hand, but we can make it work. Keep your pants on. Our grotto shows us a planet on top, which would normally be fine, but we can already get to 4 mana, and we really need the enchantment that causes the pants drop. They go with a student. This is firebending red. We draw another stock up. Let's see what we can get here. More dig and a procession? I would have liked to see an etherize. One could prove valuable against firebending mono red. They go with a show-off and then follow up with the ruckus they plotted earlier. Getting 3 mana when they swing in could mean a very real amount of pain coming at us. A haste magic gives them more pump, and that's a hefty hit we're taking. Luckily, there isn't anything more to add to the damages. We draw our 4th land, but we're missing a key ingredient. Our grotto shows us a planet on top, but we have all the lands we want. They have only 2 cards in hand, so we might still get another turn. Let's fire off a stock up and see if we can find an omniscience. That's a pair of etherize. It would have been great if we'd drawn one before we tapped our mana. MTG is a game of inches. Their show-off gets the ruckus this time, but I don't think it really matters. They're a point short of lethality, so all they need is 1 pump spell. Do they have it? Of course they do. We drop our first game in Diamond, but we will fight on. That's GG's, we were missing our cheese. This is Jason Slavek Smith. He likes a good book and telling you he's vegan. We get a 3-lander with a stock up and double procession. 1 big piece is here already too. We'll give it a shot. Keep your pants on. They play out an inspector. It'll give them a clue to use on a later turn. That there is our combo. This hat dance can get underway once we hit 4 mana. We just have to be alive by then. They go with an innocence, and you have to love seeing these smaller men. We're not getting smashed early and under a lot of pressure. We draw a surveil land, and we'll go ahead and play it. Our 4th land needs to be the grotto since it enters untapped. That way, we'll have the mana for Kona on schedule. That's just gravy on top. The only thing we need to do is find a crazy donkey. They drop in a kin guard. They still have mana up to use their clue. If they leave their mana up, it is possible they could have an instant speed removal, which would delay our uncorking. They pop their clue, and that taps them out. We're in the free and clear to drop in Kona and execute our plans. Our grotto shows us another stock up on top. A stock up chain should be able to get us a donkey. Let's get Kona in there. We've only started to uncork this one when they pop like a firecracker. That's GG's, extra combo cheese. Melty and explosive, even. This is Mitch XEL. You were almost Michael, bro, like Michael Knight. We get a 3-lander with a single stock up and a first year as the cards of note. Not the best, but not horrible either. Keep your hopes up. This demure opponent threw down a deceit for double blue. That does nothing, bro. Are you even sane? Probably not. We drew a shock land, which is nice. We do need the green mana, but we should probably go with a grotto. The free scry is always so good. On top, we have a surveil land. We'll ship it. We've got all the lands we need. They hit us with a duress, which is bad news. The stock up is likely gone. Our grotto shows us an opt on top. We do want it, so we'll have to hold off on the rampant growth for now. They hit our first year with a removal. It's fine, the rampant growth is not critical. We still have a 3-lander after 3 turns. They go with an all-blue deceit yet again. Oppo loves to make himself toss cards in the bin. That's a whole lot of nothing right there. You should try playing Arena while sober, bro. That's GG's, no cheese needed. This is Saffron Olive. I'm not sure if it's the real deal or a fake one. Let's go. We get a 3-lander with plenty of dig and an Etherize. We have 0 combo pieces, but with this search, we should find something. Keep your pants on. They shocked themselves to get a pollinator down. We could have gone with the shock as well, but we don't have any turn 2 plays, so taking an extra turn to have opt available is fine. We get another stock up, which is great. That's 4 dig cards and a couple of combo pieces to find still. They play out a cub, that's ramp, and a pair of bodies. For now, their men are small, so there's not much to worry about yet, but one tapeworm could easily change everything. Our opt shows us a Kona on top. We'll take it. That's 1 piece found. We draw a planet as our 4th land. We could go for getting Kona down on schedule, but we're still without an omniscience. And the shock land can get us the 3 mana we need for a stock up. That's a solid line. We'll go with a boomstick and another Etherize. Their plan is men and swinging in with bodies. All we need is an untapped land. They play out a Quandrix. It does have Cascade, so they get another card for free. There's nothing wrong with free. I like free. In fact, a lot of our cards we like to play out for free. Free is good. And they get themselves a Riddler. For free. We draw a Crazy Donkey, which is another piece of the puzzle. All we need now is our key enchantment. And there's one right there. We'll take it, and the procession looks solid here. All we need is to untap, and we can uncork this one. We have to toss a card, but I like everything we have. An Etherize is the easiest thing to let go. They're doing some heavy math. Let's see what their equation coughs up. That's a sketching, and thanks to Quandrix, it too has Cascade. It's a cascade of cards. But all that does is get them a smelf. We can smelf what you're cooking, bro. That's a lot of beefy goodness, but it can't kill us, which they have to do this turn, or have a counterspell. We took their best shot up to this point, and now it's time for them to take our best shot. Get in there, Kona. Our surveil land shows us a procession. Saffron is cooked. We should have played our crazy donkey here, but that's fine. We only miss out on 2 points. Get in there, donkey. He's about to kick like a mule, but Oppo bails like a drunken sailor. That's GG's crazy donkey cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.